Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? These are the final words you'll hear at the Richard Rodgers Theater after every show since 2015. It is currently the home of the Broadway musical Hamilton, an American musical. The musical has won 3 Tony Awards, a Grammy, and even a Pulitzer Prize. For many of the general public, their understanding of the $10 founding father comes straight out of this musical. But 43 blocks south, a man challenges all of it. His name is Ishmael Scott Reed, an activist who speaks about African and African American perspectives through his poems, novels, and just about any genre of work that puts pen to paper. And while the musical Hamilton is praised from Barack Obama to Mike Pence, Ishmael Reed wants to make it clear that the musical Hamilton is not the telling of an abolitionist. Hamilton is a musical where black actors dress up like slave traders, he wrote at the height of the musical's popularity. He even went as far as to write to the Rockefeller Foundation, the foundation that funded 20,000 low-income New York City public school students, most of them black and Latino, to see the musical. He proposed that if they must send these kids, black and Latino, to see Hamilton on the grounds that he was a progressive and an abolitionist, that they might organize a panel during which those who make such a claim defend it against historians who say that he was a slave trader. They never answered him. And so he created his own answer, The Haunting of Lin-Manuel Miranda. It runs similar to Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, where Lin-Manuel Miranda is haunted by the ghosts of slaves that were never portrayed in the musical. The slaves that had no room in story to get into issue of ham and slave selling, etc., alas. And through the storytelling of the slaves, the true story of Alexander Hamilton is revealed. A slave trader since he was a child. Does that mean you should stop being a Hamilton fan? Evelyn Tu, former writer for TDF Scene and self-proclaimed Hamilton fan, says no. While she loves the show, she acknowledges it as a piece of historical fan fiction, and that founding fathers would have been disgusted to see non-white actors portraying them. And while Hamilton is one of the few shows among the great white way of Broadway musicals that has a majority cast of people of color, it is still important to notice plays like The Haunting of Lin-Manuel Miranda that fill in the gaps and retell the truth of those who lived and who died. Ishmael Scott tells their story.